Okay, so I don't know, I've been tootling around with this a little bit. I'm still not happy with this thing, so while I was in between videos. But let's go and take this thing. We don't need this anymore. Okay, and I'm just going to go into, actually, before I go in and mirror this thing, I'm just going to go ahead and make my mouth sock. Okay, so the mouth sock. If I go in, grab that edge, hold down shift, get that edge. Okay, and then I'm going to go in, I'll do a quick control E, switch from local to global, and let's pull this back this way a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to hit G, repeat the last tool command. Switch from local to global, and let's see, can I do this? Of course not. Okay, so I can't scale them apart. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'll pull this one up, and then I'll just switch over to the move tool, and I'll get this one here and here. Whoop. I just want to kind of split them up a little bit, and I added an extra edge loop around the corner of the mouth. Okay, and now if I grab this edge and this edge, move that up further. Okay, cool. And then I'm just going to go in and extrude again, and I'll just grab the move tool, pull this back. Maybe this time around I'll scale it flat so it kind of flattens out a bit here. I can add some extra edge loops in afterwards. And I'm just going to hit G, and I will extrude again. Stop me before I extrude again. Let's scale these down a little bit and flatten them out a little bit more. Okay, cool. And then I can just go in and get the append to polygon tool. Append this in. You know what? I keep thinking I'm going to pop in an extra edge loop in here and here, because those things are bothering me, and I'm just going to do that. Edge ring and split. Just feels like I'm going to end up smoothing these out later on, but it feels like they're starting to get too stretched across here. I can almost feel one going in there too. But then I want to reduce my polys somewhere in here. Just do it. Okay, I'm just going to go right here, and I'm just going to collapse those. And let's use this feature. How about this one? Control right click, edge loop, and not delete. Sorry, I want to go down here. Edge loop, and I used the split before. I'm going to use the collapse. There. I'll take that out of here. Woo! Okay, so, and if I need to later on, I can move that down a bit further if I need to, but whatever. And move that funny little intersection down here a bit further. So I've got that. And that didn't run all the way up the nose, did it? It did. Well, not a bad thing. It's a good look. Okay, and I can keep using the append to polygon tool inside the mouth here. And G. Oh. There. That's all filled up. That filled up way too easy. Remember, if you have a triangle in here, it's really easy to hide it. Hide it in there. In your mouth. Stick the triangles in your mouth. Then the police won't find them later on. Okay, and there, I've just kind of gone in and quickly put in a bunch of edge loops. Okay, cool. Just going to grab this edge here, and if I go to the front view, I suspect if I hit 4, you're going to see it isn't quite lined up perfectly here. I'm just going to deselect the stuff in the neck area, and if I hold down X, there, it's all snapped to the center. I'm just going to delete my history. And I'll say that's good enough for now. We still got issues. Always have issues. Thought I just deleted the history. I guess I was in component mode when I deleted history, so it doesn't delete. Then I'm going to take this and I'm going to use mesh. Let's see what happens if I use the... where's mirror? Right there. Just going to check this out. So it's on world, position X, going to go to the negative direction, merge, border edges. When I hit apply, get that. Sometimes you got to watch out. Sometimes it'll merge little things that are in the corners of your eyes and stuff like that. But for now, we'll be okay. I just want to put this all into one unit, and then afterwards I'll probably, as I'm merging more parts onto this, I'll end up deleting that half again. But things like up here, let's just go back to my paint tool. So I get the paint, sculpt, put on relax. If I wanted to, down in here under stroke, there's reflections, so I can have reflections and get both sides at once. And see, that looks more relaxed. Okay, it'll be hidden up in the scalp. Okay, it almost feels like I'd have another edge loop in the nose area here, so I can get kind of crunches in his nose because he's got this kind of. Might almost need another edge loop through there. Okay, and what about over here? Just try and get those faces so they're a bit more even on both sides. Get under the chin. Tickle your chin. And there. See, this tool does a pretty good job. It's not perfect. There's another tool called the OA Relax Verts, a plugin that I really, really, really like. But I'm not using it today. Okay, and later on I'll show it. Okay, and that's blended in. What do we got here? These are still... my little trick here for the ear didn't work out the way I was hoping it would. My brain, it worked better. And here, I'm just going to make this really big and rub your head down. Okay, and again, later on I can take this into ZBrush and do some more tweaking on it, but it's kind of filled out the face. I kind of look from above, it looks like an egg, right? Bigger in the butt here, and then in the foreground it's kind of a bit more pointed here. I still have to do some little sculpting around. I always find it's right in the cheekbone area. I gotta spend a lot of time thinking about how this all works. And that should be okay for now. Let's just close this puppy. See what that look like. Oh, and it's got a funny hard edge in the middle. That if I just go to Mesh Tools, or not Mesh Tools, Mesh Display, and I soften the edge, there, that'll go away, that hard edge in the middle. I don't have that little dip in under the nose here. He's got a very subtle one. I'm just going to put on my multi-cut tool, and if you hold down Q and you left click and go to symmetry and you put on symmetry, so as you're using your multi-cut tool, you've got symmetry on. And if I was thinking about it, if I went here, come on you bastard, okay, it doesn't want to let me start there. There, boop, there, and then there. Lets me do it there. Okay, so I can't start on that middle line, but there, I've just kind of popped in little sections so I can sculpt this area in a little bit. Let's see what happens when I hit 3. Okay, it might be a bit much because this is a bit subtle, but there we have it. And for now, anything else you want to say about this one? That's just some tweaking. I'm going to spend some more time horsing around with this thing. Let's see, what if I go in here and I just do edge ring split, so I can get nice little crunches in here. A bit more detail in that area. Anything else I care about? When I hit 1, I should be okay. This one here looks a little stretched. What if I hit G on that one? Then it goes around the whole face into here. And I'll just put edit edge flow on. Is there a way to kind of... No, I have to hit 1. Actually, I'm just going to get my paint tool out one more time. Okay, and I'll say that's good enough for now. Oh, and one other thing, I guess. I didn't put enough for the eyelids here, so I might pop in a few more loops there too. So if I use the multi-cut tool... Actually, you know what? Let's go and use something else. Let's use the insert edge loop tool, and I'm going to put in the insert with edge flow on by default. So when I pop in one of these, it boop, instantly does it. And then maybe this one here, I'm just going to push that back a little bit. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, just gonna make it easier to throw in blinks and stuff like that. Okay, and if I want to, if I'm gonna take this ZBrush, that eye back here is gonna give me trouble. So I might try to get prepared for it. Just hold on a sec. One more paint. I'm just looking, and I kind of see this area here. So I added in extra edge loops. I need to smooth it and relax it out a bit. Okay. And I'm a tweaker, man. I'm a freaking tweaker. But we'll call that good enough for now. Good enough for now. And I'm gonna stick a body on this soon. So, actually, should I make the next video? I will make that the next video. Body! Here we come. We're gonna make him naked. Naked Trump. Scandalous.